Alright guys, just got the car in the garage. We're gonna replace the both front struts with these bad boys. They're strange adjustables. So yeah, just got her in here. We're gonna throw those on there, do a little how-to maybe or something like that. We're gonna have to do the rear main seal sometime also because she's leaking a little bit. So alright guys, I just want to show you these struts. They're 11-way adjustable, and you turn these to get them firmer for like road racing or whatever, and then counterclockwise for make it loose to hook up at the drag strips and all that. Mostly it's just the extension that you're changing and not much of the compression. The compression changes a little bit, but it's mostly the extension. Okay guys, I just got the tire off. We're going to start by removing those two bolts right there. And then we'll remove the top bolt out of the top of the strut, and it should just come out. So, alright guys, I was about to take this off. The nut and the bolt are two different sizes. The nut is a 15/16, and the bolt over there is a 13/16. So I just wanted to tell you all that. Trusty impact does the job. Alright guys, if you can't get these bolts out right here, the bolt, you're gonna have to put a jack under here, and that'll bring the whole thing up because the spring's pushing down, so it kind of gets stuck in there. So once you raise this up a little bit, kind of see it a little loose. Gotta give the strut a little shake. Oh my bad. All right, I got the top one and the bottom one out, so you just gotta give it a little wiggle, and then it'll just spindle or whatever will fall right out, and then there's your strut. This one, as you can see, is really shot, so that's why I'm replacing them. So after you get that, you're gonna come up here, and we gotta take that bolt off, and the strut will be free. Alright guys, in the last shot I had an impact socket on top of there, but once you try impacting it off, the shaft just spins inside the shock. So what I did is got this 13/16 wrench, put it on there, then got a flathead screwdriver, kind of sat it in there sideways, and then you'll be able to wrench that bolt off of there, and the shaft won't spin because you're holding it with the screwdriver. So I'll do that and I'll come right back. Okay guys, I made it sound a lot easier than it was, or is. I've got it off this light. I got it off that far. I had to use some heat, and now I'm using some PB Blaster. Try to loosen that up in there. It's really tight. Then instead of that screwdriver, I've got this pry bar, which seemed to help a little bit, kind of jamming in there sideways. So she's almost out. Just a little more, and then she'll be all the way out. Alright guys, so penetrating oil or fluid didn't really work too well. I mean, it worked a little bit, but not as good as heating it up. So hitting it with the flame again, hopefully expand some metal a little bit, help it break loose. So we'll see how that goes. Alright guys, so I was trying to get that off right there, but it didn't really work out very well. It's pretty much stuck. So I went and I took the two bolts off. Oh, my light, my bad. Took the two bolts off that right there. Or the two nuts, my bad. Two nuts off right there and there.
which were on those two studs, and then the strut pretty much just fell right out. So we're gonna try getting this off still, because we still need all that to go on the new strange struts. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Alright guys, so this is how it's gonna work. Took this little cover off that was right in here, clamped the shaft down the vise, and then vice gripped it also so it wouldn't spin. Then I had my impact up on the bolt, and as you can see, try to focus in on that, it started coming, but then my impact is dying because I didn't charge it fully earlier. So yeah, we're gonna have to get it off by hand power now. But it's coming slowly but surely. All right, guys, I just got it off. So there's that piece. Got a little rubber thing on there. Put that over there. Oh. You got that piece. And that. Then you got the little, this, whatever that is. Back there. Then you got your little bump stop. Little bump stop for the strut. Alright, then all this stuff will be going back on the other one. So, okay guys, so we're starting to put this back together. First goes the bump stop. Gotta get right there. Then goes this piece. Then we've got this piece. Then we've got this little spacer looking thing. That seats all the way down in there. Then, last but not least, this thing. Alright, so we're going to get that all put back together, and then everything's all, then the strut will go back in. But the head of this is a lot better than the stock strut with the just the flathead that goes on it, because with a 10 mil you could just put that on there and tighten the nut down with that 13 sixteenths, and then it's all good. So be back in a sec. Alright guys, I got it all back on. Forgot to mention that I put this dust cover on before all that stuff. So, and that 10 mil wrench does a lot better job than this slit that the stock ones had. You can get a lot more grip on it. So we're gonna be putting this thing back in there and tightening up all the bolts, and then on to the other side. Alright guys, I just got it back in. Haven't tightened up the bolts yet, so I just wanted to show you guys that I got back in. Alright guys, just got everything bolted back up. Everything's bolted back up there. And the tire's gonna go back on, and I'm gonna do the other side, so. Okay guys, finally done. It took a couple hours. And I really wasn't in a hurry, so it's whatever. I had a couple little problems along the way. That bolt right there, it wouldn't budge pretty much, but finally got a long enough breaker bar to break it loose, and the top nut wasn't a problem whenever you put it in the vise and vice grip it on the shaft and then just crank that off. Not a problem. So there she is. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of video, like it up. I've got some more projects on this car that I gotta do, like the rear main seal. I gotta make a radiator shroud for the radiator.